Lee Sterling at ParamountSports.com, and today I'm going to do a season preview for the 2019-2020 football season for the Iowa State Cyclones. Before I break down and tell you everything about this team and my prediction and how they're going to do, let me let you know what's going on at Paramount Sports this season. 25 winning seasons we've had. We had another great season. We won college football playoff championship, had a winning season, had a huge year in the NFL, won the Super Bowl. You want to hop on our last 11 seasons on our biggest plays, 40 to 50 units, over 73% on those games, and on our bread and butter, 30 to 35 unit plays where you get 2 to 3 a week of those, over 66%. It's all available. ParamountSports.com, or call us here at the office, 800-400-9741. Now, on to the season preview for what I think is one of the most interesting teams to follow and watch week to week. I'm not just saying that. I'm going to explain why. It's the Iowa State Cyclones. Now, love their head coach, Matt Campbell. Everyone wanted him. He could have gone to half a dozen top-tier Division I schools if he wanted to make the jump. I think he would have been hired by a couple NFL teams. He's that good. He's a good talent evaluator. I love his system. I think he's a good coach at also motivating his players. They are bringing back their offensive coordinator from the year before, Tom Manning. He was at Indianapolis with the Colts last year. So they're going to bring in some new innovative things from the NFL. I think that'll help them. They have a sophomore quarterback, Brock Purdy, number 15, who is good and only getting better. He's composed. The kid is a winner and does better in big games. Now, also has every offensive lineman returning from last season. That's very important. But two biggest question marks for this team: lose David Montgomery, star running back, and their star receiver, Butler. These two guys were tremendous. We're not talking about good starters. We're talking about borderline great starters. So they got to find guys that can fill in. They might do it by committee, but I trust in Matt Campbell and his hire, Tom Manning, who used to be the offensive coordinator, left for 1 year and came back. So I think they're in good hands offensively. Now, defensively, most interesting defense you'll see in college football. Why do I say that? They will run what's called a 3-3-5 defense. And on top of the 3-3-5, which is run by a few teams, they show you three safeties. So almost all the time, you think you're seeing 3 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, 2 cornerbacks, and 3 safeties back. But what happens once the ball is snapped, or as the ball is being snapped, they can jump into playing everyone underneath man-to-man and having 1 safety high. They do all kinds of combo coverages. It is one of the most sophisticated defenses I have ever seen. In fact, if I was playing against this defense, this would be my worst nightmare. So they have good talent, not great talent, but their schemes really confuse quarterbacks. There's some games you'll see quarterbacks throw 3 or 4 interceptions, and they're not used to having that poor a game. It's because of the scheme and the way that they're able to play at such a high speed. I love their middle linebacker, number 23, Mike Rose. This kid's a sophomore. He might be the best middle linebacker in college football. I don't know how he is going to be as a pro, but on the college football landscape, he's great. A great tackler, great at being able to figure out what play is coming, and he doesn't miss many tackles. The biggest problem with this team here is they're going to have to now, they were usually the hunter. Now they're getting hunted. But their schedule is pretty manageable. Their away schedule at West Virginia, who's rebuilding, at Texas Tech, new head coach, a little bit of a rebuilding job there. At Baylor, it's okay. At Kansas State, brand new coach. Toughest away game is at OU. That game scares me just because they have so much talent. But this is my sleeper team. In fact, I'm going to predict, I'm going to take a surprise. All these guys are going out, they tell you, oh, my Final Four is Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia, the same 3 or 4 teams every year. I'm going to say they win the Big 12 this season. They are my sleeper choice to win a conference, and they're probably the 3rd or 4th favorite by most prognosticators. I'm going to predict they go 10-2 and win the Big 12. You want to hop on board with Paramount Sports this year and be a winner? ParamountSports.com or 800-400-9741. Love to have you for the ride.